So you think
as-
that genocide, you think genocide has changed in the last 5 years as to
Nope.
the direction they're approaching?
no, it's just more subtle.
Yeah.
It's not even subtle.
You just hide how you doing it. That's it. There's different ways to wipe you out. The easiest way is to get you to wipe out yourself.
Exactly.
That's it.
Exactly.
So
Yeah. So the first way was basically incarceration.
You're right, right.
Um,
Then the second was giving, I think, the females the jobs. Those jobs that black males used to be able to obtain,
uh-huh.
they can't get them now because the black females are getting them. And it's changing their whole approach. At least that's the way I see it.
I'm gonna
They're
say
putting themselves in a different bracket.
I'm gonna say welfare.
Well, yeah, welfare's always been there.
Welfare, and
Yeah.
that right there is a genocide. 'Cause that
Well,
make
yeah,
you
I agree.
hungry.
But that's always been there.
And it's only been around since the 60s.
It's
And
too
they
much.
purposely put that in place to handicap our families.
It's too much incentive to not
That's
to
it.
have a functional family. I should say.
Look at what
Too much
Dr.
incentive.
Thomas Sowell said on welfare back in the early 70s. And it played out so well. And that's why the media squashed everything he said.
Right. Well, the reason I said the order of family is the man's the head. But when you start getting out of God's order, that's when you start to fail. And they're trying to create something by taking the man out, incarceration. And then who else is going to fall in line? The woman.
Yeah.
And then what's the next role? Okay, if we keep the man suspended, keep him in and without getting employment or getting a job, there you go. And now he's got to come and bow down to the woman who's got the job. And that's who they've been in, the way I see it. That's how they've been creating this thing. They're keeping the man down, just like when they used to do, take the man away from the family, when they were bringing the slaves over. They were trying to break up the family. So as soon as you break up that family, God's order, that's when the whole pieces fall apart.
But I can't blame the women for that.
No,
Because
I'm
if
not
we
blaming
did-
the women.
Yeah.
What I'm blaming the women for is their approach on how they treat the brother.
That's because they don't have a father to show them what a real man is and how to respect one.
Because he's been incarcerated. Where we're going back
That's our fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why I kind of had the viewpoint of a good husband isn't necessarily the sole financial provider, because I think it's so much more to leadership than
Right.
just bringing in money. Because you know, you can have like let's take my wife for example, right? She has a master's degree from the top MBA school, right? Like I would be dumb to limit her or whatever, but that doesn't change the respect she has for me as her husband, right? And I think that's the problem is like the respect for men and how men should be respected is an issue. And so it's like, well, if you're not bringing money to the table, then you don't add any value. And it's like, nah, there's more to me than money.
Exactly my point. That's my point right there, Austin.
This is what we are trying to get at.
Ideology come from? Came from
What was
hell. So where that ideology come from? It came from hell.
Yeah.
So
That's what we were trying to get at in our first episode. When we first started this, we were trying to get at that very point, is that what is man? I think when you understand who you are and your role and dynamics in relationships, I think it helps you one to stop listening to other people tell you who you are.
thank you.
Because most of us we're either living our life based off of what our daddy, our uncle, or a brother at our church, somebody gave us this information, and we're living off of that. And it's been either fruitful or destructive depending on the quality of the information. But yeah, I think you hit it on the head. When you said that. I'm saying the same thing, Austin. It's like it'd be foolish because what you're building is dynasty. That's why I look at marriage now. That's a business, man. You're building legacy. You're building a dynasty. People that have money, they're very selective of who they marry, who their kids marry, because every marriage is a power broker deal. This company I'm sorry, this family, because I call it a company, this family, this family's net worth is this. So I'm bringing this family net worth with this family net worth, and now this is how you keep generational wealth, and why the 1%ers stay the 1%ers, because they keep marrying within inside of that 1%. They keep the wealth,
Nothing new.
right?
There's
They keep
nothing
the
new.
wealth at that same level, and it's not saying that it's not saying that we can't create that.